Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut too. Hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. We're going to talk about the Battle Royale. The first time we've seen the Mets and the Yankees compete for a player in 18 years? Since 2004. 17 years. It's the first time in 17 years the Mets and the Yankees are actually competing to get a player. Now, if you don't know, the last time they competed for a player was for Carlos Beltran. And the only reason Beltran came to the Mets is because the Mets offered him more money. The word was that he wanted to go to the Yankees. Instead, he went to the Mets and had a miserable first year. And was not all warm and cuddly for all those 7 years he was here. But anyway, that was the last time there was this sort of battle between the two teams in New York. And it's going to come down to money. It always comes down to money. If an athlete says not about the money, it's always about the money. So that all these teams are in on it. I know the Mets have been rumored about it. I know the Mets are very much rumored to be trying to get Jordan Montgomery. They see there's so much competition for Yamamoto. The biggest thing about Yamamoto is his age. He's 25 years old. Just turned 25. So he pitched most of this year in Japan at age 24. And he's won the third Pacific League MVP. This is guy that's won all these awards. It's just incredible. So he's from MetsRiseOnline.com. Mets Yankees competing for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. This offseason, we will finally get to the clash between the New York baseball franchise for a player and free agency. Both the Yankees and the Mets are expected to be aggressive in pursuing Japanese right-hander Yoshinobu Yamamoto. On Tuesday, it was announced that Yamamoto became only the third player in history and first since Ichiro in the mid-90s to win the Pacific League MVP award for 3 straight seasons. Yamamoto added the third straight MVP to his award case, which already included his third consecutive Sawarama award. I hope the Mets get him. That way he can make fun of me screwing up his name all the time and all these different award names. The Cy Young equivalent and third straight Golden Glove. I didn't know they had boxing. I didn't know they actually did physical fighting. But that's not the Golden Gloves we're talking about. Oh, okay. And MLB trade rumors predicted that Yamamoto will get a 9-year, $225 million deal. The largest, in the Hut means the largest ever for a Japanese player coming to play in Major League Baseball. I think he'll get more than that. The record is currently $155 million. The Yankees signed right-hander Masahiro Tanaka back in 2004. Not only is Yamamoto the best pitcher in Japan, but he's also 25 years old and won't cost teams the penalties tied to pitchers who get the qualifying offer, like Blake Snell and the recently signed Sonny Gray. Why would the Cardinals do that? That's an old pitching staff the Cardinals have. The team that signed, didn't they learn their lesson by watching the Mets, how bad that it's not good to have an old pitching staff? The team that signs Yamamoto must pay a posting fee in addition to the agreed-upon contract. The fee is 20% of the contract's first $25 million, 17.5% of the next $25 million, and 15% of any dollars after that goes to the Oryx Buffaloes, Yamamoto's former team. Now that is the key. What team is going to swallow? It's one thing to sign the contract, but it's also like an additional $40 million or whatever it is. If it's $200 million, it's an additional $40 million that you send to the team. What owner wants to do that? Not too many. In statistical terms, Yamamoto has been dominant in Japan with a 1.44 ERA over his last 3 years. His highest whip during that stretch is 0.93, and he hasn't allowed more than 6.4 hits per 9 innings since his first season as an 18-year-old in 2017. Wow. Outside Japanese stud Koda is saying the Mets rotation is a huge question mark. You think so? Holy shit. They also have Osen Quintana penciled in, though he missed half the year and will be 35 years old on opening day. After saying Quintana, the Mets have depth pieces in Tyler McGill, Joey Lucchesi, and David Peterson. Now, David Peterson's going to be out because Peterson had to get hip surgery, so he's an unknown. Don't expect him to be the pitcher that he was, in my view. Because you don't hear about players that have hip injuries that come back from it. Sorry to say. And this calls for all athletics. Senga could help the Mets off the mound, too, as the National League Rookie of the Year runner-up has made it known he would like Yamamoto to come to Flushing and will help the team recruit. The Mets do have a quintet of pitching prospects: Mike Vasil, Dominic Hamill, Blade Tidwell, Christian Scott, and Tyler Stewart. These are the guys at upper levels. I would mention I have a prospect that I talk about Mets prospect. I'll put the link in the description of this video. Please check it out. That pitched well in 2023 and finished the season in the upper minors. That said, Mets president of baseball operations, David Stearns, already said he doesn't expect any of them to help at the big league level to start the season. That means the Mets probably need to add at least 3 starters this offseason, with one of them being a projected frontline arm like Yamamoto. Now, the Yankees have an issue because their pitching is not very good beyond Jerry Cole. Jerry Cole obviously won the American League Cy Young after 5 years of the New York media pushing him as the best pitcher in baseball. Although we had DeGrom here all those years, they pushed hard to get him this Cy Young. I applaud them for helping him along. But obviously, this is a battle. And it's funny that there was a story that came out yesterday about Yamamoto and how he has this affinity for wearing number 18, some kind of significance in Japan. That the Japanese ace of a team wears number 18. And the Yankees have said, well, we haven't retired that number. That's one of like 5 numbers they haven't retired, is number 18. That's one of how many numbers the Yankees had that isn't retired. And well, anyway, that is a silly reason to entice a player to come. We have all this tradition here, but one of the things I got to tell you, Yoshinobu, is that we haven't retired number 18, so you can have that number if you want. Let me tell you something. It's always about the money. Whoever is willing to pay the contract and is willing to pay that posting fee will be the guy that will be the team that will get Yamamoto. That's just how it is. Now, he has a very vibrant interest in Major League Baseball because of his age. And he is, I don't know, because you don't know how he's going to pitch here. You don't know. It took Senga at least 10 starts to really start going. To be adjust to the baseball, the actual physical baseball, adjust to the mounds here, adjust to being in these different ballparks, going against players he's never seen before. So he had that adjustment, and Yamamoto had that adjustment too. Now the rumor is that Yamamoto doesn't care if he goes. He'd be more than happy to go to a team that has a player of Japanese descent on the team. So the Mets have an advantage in that they have Yamamoto, but the Red Sox do. The Yankees obviously had big players from Japan come over and play for the Yankees, like Matsui and Hideki Arabi. Remember that guy, the Toad? Steinbrenner called him a Toad years ago. But obviously Tanaka, and they have that tradition of bringing in all those players, and the Mets have the best Japanese pitcher in baseball currently pitching for them. So all these teams have them. It's all about, are you willing to pay what the player wants, and are you willing to pay the posting fee? There's very few teams that are willing to swallow that posting fee. The Mets are. The Yankees probably are. I haven't heard much with the Dodgers. The Dodgers have been very quiet, I got to say. I haven't heard much about them with Ohtani. So keep an eye on them with him. Are they willing to pay that posting fee? The Cubs? Who knows what the Cubs are going to do? They stab somebody in the back. They might stab one of these teams in the back. They stab David Ross in the back. Maybe they'll stab some team in the back and steal away Yamamoto from the Mets and Yankees. You never know. They're rather sneaky. But let me know what you think about this video. Where do you think he's going to go? He's going to go to the Mets, or he's going to go to the Yankees? So thank you for watching this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut too, and I'll see you later.